I first of all want to say sorry to everyone that is listening to this.
Okay.
Because I've been for 3 years already without practicing my English.
Okay. Your English sounds amazing, by the way.
Well, no. I need to improve and I need to practice a lot more.
Yeah.
But I'm very excited about this. So it's in English, so it might go international. Maybe.
Yeah. More reach.
Yes. So welcome. Thank you
much.
so much for coming here. Thank you for
having me. Oh yeah, don't want to forget the beer.
Very, very important.
Don't want to forget the reason why we're here after all.
Yes. So is the reason why we're here. So I'm gonna give you a beer.
Yeah.
That's the first thing.
Yeah.
You need to try it.
Wow. Luck beer. Can I just say, by the way, I absolutely love the branding.
Really?
Did you do it yourself?
No. So
I'm going to get the sound.
Yeah, that's very important. Yes.
Ooh. Okay, and can I also add, it's only midday right now. I've just had a coffee. I haven't even had breakfast. This is my first beer at midday.
Okay, but
that's very early, even for English people.
For how long have you been here?
In Spain?
Yes.
6 years, on and off.
6 years.
Yeah.
So 12 is the best moment for a beer.
Okay, well, I'm English, so we don't really have a limit on when you can start drinking. However, I will say that at the moment in my life, I'm trying not to drink as much because I'm trying to focus on my own business and stuff, on my brand. And I think that drinking, this is why hats off to you, respect to you, that your brand is booze. To me, that's crazy. That's insane because it's like you have to drink almost every day.
Hard.
You have to drink.
It's hard. We talked about this. I think it was yesterday.
Yeah.
It's quite hard. When you go to every meeting, you have a beer. When you go to every band, everything. But I'm trying to reduce as well. And also when I drink, impossible, but I'm trying. Okay. Also when I drink is quality.
Yeah.
So
that part is yet to be seen.
Try it.
Can I try?
I'm gonna open another one as well.
Hoppy lager crafted in Spain. Okay.
Yes.
So, you're going to open one as well?
Yeah.
Okay.
Oh, you're gonna chin.
I did say to Luli yesterday that she doesn't have to drink. Don't feel obliged. Cheers. Okay.
But I kind of have to, and I want to.
Wow. It's really nice. It's really nice.
Like it?
Yeah. It's really nice. Cheers.
Nice.
I mean, obviously, if I didn't like it, I wouldn't tell you anyway.
Yeah.
Live on your...
No, you can say it. I mean,
but I do like it.
You do?
It's got a kind of an... Okay, you got to know that my taste profile isn't very good. I'm not very good with...
but that's good.
I can't smell and I can't taste very well. But is it kind of... It's got a slight sourness to it? Is it supposed to?
Not really. It is a bit fruity, so that's maybe why you think it reminds you to acidity.
Yeah, definitely.
Because the hops that I use, it is citric smell. Okay. So that's why it can remind you to that. So I
really like it.
It's not as there's no acidity, but at the same time, it can remind you to. It has a little bit of lemon, maybe a little bit of passion fruit.
What I like about it is, I can't have beers that are too heavy. So it's like a hoppy lager. So it has all the flavors, but it still feels quite light. Do you know what I mean? Like light is in the profile is quite light. I mean, I don't also know how to explain the taste or anything, but I can feel.
No, but that's perfect.
I imagine it's quite, is it quite a light looking beer as well? A clear beer.
Yeah. Anyways, we are not here to talk about the beer.
True.
We are here.
Enough about your brand.
Enough about my brand. They know so much about it. They just have to drink it. So that's fine. We are here to talk about you. Mm-hmm. I want you to tell me who you are a little bit, and what was the why not moment that made you change your life?
So massive question, firstly. Who am I? I mean, over the past couple of years, I think I've changed quite a lot not who I am, but I mean, how I would describe myself if I'm trying to describe myself in a couple of seconds. Yeah. But I'll give it a shot. So I'm a content creator and designer. Okay. I do events here in Spain where I try and bring giddies and non-giddies together and kind of promote the idea that everybody's been a giddy at some point in their lives, and that's something that we should celebrate. Sure. And the idea of integration of people that come from outside of Spain, like myself, into the Spanish kind of culture and with the Spanish people. And that's kind of what my brand I'm wearing now. That's kind of what it represents.
Okay. What is the name of your brand? I mean, I know.
The brand name is GUIRI Guiris De Mierda, which in English doesn't really translate to anything. It means kind of like guiris of shit. So it's always really hard for me to
translate. But a question I have for you is, what will be the Guiri De Mierda in UK? You're from UK, right?
Yeah.
Okay, for us. I don't know if it's I said it all right, but
we like Spanish people in the UK. Like Spanish,
but I don't think Guiri is a bad word.
No, Guiri isn't, but Guiri De Mierda obviously is.
Guiri De Mierda maybe a little bit.
But the whole point is we use it ironically, right? So we use it we use it ironically because the point of our community is like we want to do positive things for Spain. I want to give back. We've got like charity events that are coming up, for example. We're going a little bit off the beaten path and off the track. But yeah, who am I? I'm just someone that moved to Spain about 6 years ago. I love Spain. I love the Spanish people. And I'm trying to do something good here in Spain. And I'm doing that through the form of creating content and doing events.
Yeah. Okay. I like it.
That was a more succinct summary, I think.
I like it. And what was the moment? So I want to know how that happened. So you were in your city.
Yeah.
Working at, I don't know what. And then one day you say like, this is not for me. I need a change. And how that happened?
So no, but I realize now I didn't answer your actual question before. What was my why not moment?
Yeah.
So I'm someone that's like, I've had a few of those in my life. Mm-hmm. So moving to Spain was a why not moment. I met a Spanish girl in England. I moved to Australia to travel for 1 year. And while I was in Australia, I carried on talking with her, fell in love with her. And she told me, why don't you come and see the life in Spain? After my year was done in Australia, I had that kind of why not moment, like you said, which I like that phrase, by the way, the why not moment.
Yes.
I thought, why not? What's the worst that could happen? I'm already traveling in Australia. I'm going to go and spend a couple of months in Spain. My initial plan was...
Couple of months? Okay.
Yeah, my initial plan was
6 years after.
Because we weren't together. Me and this girl weren't together, but I was just like...
You were talking.
Yeah, I was in love with her.
Yeah, perfect.
So my plan was to bring her, to go to Spain, make her fall in love with me, and then leave Spain. And
yes,
and it didn't happen that way. I came over here, I fell in love with Spain, and then 6 years later, I'm still here basically. So it's been a bit of a roller coaster. The most recent why not moment, well, I try and have more of these why not moments because that's the way I try and live my life, to be honest.
Yes.
The older I get, I'm 31 now. The older I get, the more I'm just to the point of like, okay, I wanted to create content for so long, for example, and I never did because I don't know. I just maybe I was scared. Maybe I don't know what it was. Probably the biggest fear is like, what will people think? And not people who I don't know. My own friends, what would they think? My own friends or my own acquaintances, because they're worse. Like your friends, you don't really care what they think. But it's like the people that aren't quite your friends on the peripheral of the group. That for me was like, oh, it's so scary. So in the end, I just had a moment of realization. I was putting in so much work into other people's brands. So
you were working for other brands? Sorry,
not brands. Brands. I misspoke. So I put in so much work, working for other companies. I was a designer.
Okay.
And I put in so much work for other companies. Eventually, I just kind of thought, I need something of my own to work on. I need to be able to have something that I can put all my spare time into, and that I can grow myself, and that I own. Working for a company is for some people, and I'm not going to knock that at all. But for me, if I'm going to put all my soul into something, then I want to own it myself, and I want it to be my thing.
Yeah.
And that's kind of when I had the most recent realization that I need to change something in my life. And I started creating content. I became a full-time influencer.
Yes.
Super cringe, but yeah, that's the life.
I love it. But is it, did you make that decision in Spain already or before?
Yeah, I was living in Spain. I was working remotely for an English company, and I just started making content initially about what I'm trained in. I'm a UX designer. I make web design, I design websites and apps and that sort of stuff. And I started making content about that as a way to dip my toe in and kind of get comfortable with it. You know what I mean?
Yes.
Just to try and, I don't know, so I could say the focus of my videos is about what I'm presenting or about what I'm designing, not on me. Yeah. And then slowly over time, maybe I'm really narcissistic, probably. Eventually I was like, fuck it, I'm going to be this. I want to be the focus. I want fame and glory. And now here I am, famous.
But I think that's fair. I don't think that's narcissism. Like, no, I think that's fair.
Yeah.
I mean, like, who...
Some people don't want it.
No. Who doesn't want to do something they love? Like,
yeah.
I mean, of course, there's people that, I don't know, they don't want that for their lives, but many people want that and they don't say it. So I think you're very, very brave for that.
Well, I'm an open book. You know the phrase in English. I'm an open book. I like to think that I tell people honestly how I feel, and I like to think that I'm an honest person as much as possible. And yeah, I want the fame and the glory, and I want my brand to blow up and go crazy.
Yes.
But I mean, I also want to make like a positive change. That's what, as I say, that's why we do the events.
Yeah.
The whole event. I mean, it's about living a life with purpose, right? So I want to live a life with purpose. But a part of that for me, because I've chosen the path of content, involves hopefully blowing up and getting lots of attention, so I can make my events bigger and bigger, and I can connect more people, and I can give back more to Spain, and it's all that altruistic cycle of. And
I also think, like, if you want to grow in social media and have all the glory and everything, if you don't have value behind you, that's not working. Like, for sure. Yeah. So you made your value your life and your experiences, like how you arrived here, what are your experiences, the people you're meeting, you connect people. So I think that's very, very cool.
Yeah. Thank you. I try. And I mean, I'm still figuring it out as well. You know what I mean? Like, you probably know how it is to start your own thing.
Yes.
For you, it seems like this is why I'm super impressed by your whole thing. It's because I feel like your content is really good. And I don't know if you've made content before in the past.
No.
But you have like an artistic style to the content.
Thank
also,
you.
the branding's amazing. I don't think you designed it, or you did.
No. These are my friends. So they are amazing.
Yeah. Stands out. Like, it doesn't look like anything else that's on. If you look at a part of what we learn in UX design as web design, it's like it's like marketing. It's like anything really. If you go into the grocery store and look at 10 different products, and they're all like, who knows, like vegan cookies, a lot of the time the packaging all goes the same way. So when you get like a new brand that comes in that does something totally different, it's amazing. And that's why I think Luck is quite unique in that regard. Yeah.
So that's exactly what I was looking for. So when I talked with my friends, like, what I want with a look is like, okay, I want something different. And exactly what you said, if you see 10 beers, I want people to at least wonder what is that? You know, like, that's very important for me. And I think you're doing something very different too with Guiris De Mierda.
Yeah, true.
I think that's amazing. But the first time I saw it, I started to laugh, and I was like, oh my God, I can't believe someone actually did that. And, so as you're saying, you first started to create content, and then the brand started?
So it's actually...
Or was it at the same...
It's a long story, and I'll try and tell you the condensed version. A long time ago, the start of my content creation, I actually owe it to my best friend here in Madrid. His name's Callum.
Okay.
I owe it to him because he was like, let's do a YouTube channel. And I was like, no, too cringe, too embarrassing. He's like, no, let's do a YouTube channel. I was like, okay. So we met every Tuesday, and we started reacting to Spanish music, like Rosalía, Nati Peluso, and Latin music, Spanish speaking music, right? Elvis Crespo, all this kind of stuff. And we had a great time, but the content was fucking awful. And it was super cringe, but we just got together, drank a couple of beers.
Yes.
We were actually drinking Mal because we didn't know about Luck at the time. So we were drinking Mal.
It's okay.
and at the time we were like, oh, we should try and monetize this. We weren't getting many, views, but we had about 1,000 followers. And we thought, let's just get some print on demand t-shirts. And we got a lot of comments that would tell us like, putos Guiris De Mierda, like, vete a tu país.
In a bad way?
Yeah.
Really?
If we criticized anything about Spanish music, it'd be like, putos Guiris. And like, I think we watched, Zetangana. We watched, what's it called? Like when he has like a really popular video where they all sing live, and he's like,
what was it? Me maten?
Yeah, and he does that, but it's like he does 3 songs, and it's a really popular video on YouTube. I'm forgetting the name now, but it's amazing anyway.
Yeah.
And we went through that, and we liked it, but we criticized something about it, and it was just like everything was like, fucking giddies, go home, all that sort of stuff. So we were like, let's just embrace it, because I find it hilarious.
Yeah.
I've always been, I know the people that are commenting that sort of stuff are not the people that I bump into in the street in Spain. They're not the average Spanish person. It's just people who are sad or filled with hate or whatever. Yeah. So it doesn't bother me.
Every Instagram account, in every time someone shows their face and you know, someone is going to criticize you. Like, it doesn't matter what you do. It doesn't matter what you say. Someone is going to criticize you.
Have you got many, because your Instagram account's around like 2,000, 3,000 followers, right? For look.
Yeah.
Have you got many, like, have you had a video yet that's got a lot of views unproportionately and that brings in like hate or anything like that?
I had one that I was talking about money.
Yeah. Money's a very money and sex are very subjects that get a lot of views, but also like they bring in a lot of outside.
But I think you need to know like who you're talking to. So what I want to do is to inspire people to do what they want.
Yeah.
And it's also about money. Like all the fears that have the people that are trying to create a project, or they are wondering, should I do it? Should I don't do it?
Yeah.
Like they worry about money. So I think it's important to talk about it and be transparent.
Yeah.
Transparent about it. So yeah, that's what I want to do. But
I mean,
that's okay.
To be fair, at the end of the day, the rule number one is you can't let that stuff, like go to your head obviously it's good to look at comments and sometimes assess like, okay, I'm going to read this with a blank slate and I'm going to try and not be too biased.
Yes.
But at the same time, there's just so many people that are going to detract. I've watched like the nicest videos ever from other content creators. Now I'll go to the comments and I see people hating on it. I'm like, how can you hate on this? There was a video I watched from a couple who they're talking about traveling responsibly and instead of going somewhere abroad, staying in the UK and enjoying the UK winter and embracing the UK winter. And it was such a nice video with a nice message, I thought. And they're like a cute little family. Go to the comments. People are hating you. It's like, yeah, this only works if you've got money or this. I'm like, man, people find it an excuse to hate anything. So you just got to kind of stay focused on, as long as you know your intentions are good and as long as you know who you are and where you are, that's the main thing.
But also I think you need to focus also that those comments are maybe like 5% and then 95% are like, thanks so much for sharing this. This is helping me so much. So I think that's what you should focus about. Like all the stuff. I mean, I imagine people at their homes just like, oh, I will do that, but I don't know. I don't feel brave enough to do it. So
we also do with my events, we do lots of different types of events. Tomorrow, for example, we're doing speed dating. Our first time.
Oh, really? Nice.
First time we've ever done speed dating, which should be good. So it's a small event. It's 24 people, 12 guys, 12 girls.
Okay.
And so it's like a smaller event. As I say, we've done bigger events with like 100 people, but I wanted something a little bit more intimate for speed dating. But we've also done in the past speed networking. So I
want to do that.
It's really, really cool. It could be a joint event for us to do, by the way. It's really fun. And it's great because you go in, you speak to like 20 different entrepreneurs or people who have got a project that they've launched and it's successful, or they've got something that they want to launch.
Yeah.
And for me, those are my favorite types of events, for example, because I meet people like yourself. I meet people who are like, they have their own agencies or whatever, or they're really going after their dreams. And I don't know, for me, that's oftentimes the people that I feel like I connect with at the moment because that's what I'm doing. And as you probably know, well, I don't know how you feel about it, but it can be a little bit of a lonely experience, like creating content.
100%.
Yeah. Doing 100%. Your own brand. Yeah.
100%. Like, and for me, also connecting with people that are doing the same thing as me, even if it's another industry, it doesn't matter.
Yeah.
It helps me a lot.
Mm-hmm.
And also I feel like in entrepreneurship, I think that's a very hard word to pronounce.
Oh, really?
Entrepreneurship. I feel like there's a community. People want to help each other and grow. Like, I don't know. I feel like it's a really good thing.
It's nice. I feel like I haven't probably been in the entrepreneur community, I guess, because it's probably a little bit easier for you in Spain as well. So there's more Spanish entrepreneurs and I've connected with some, but I think the entrepreneurs that I connect most with are the ones that come to my events. But that's definitely a side of the events that I want to start doing more, is the kind of the empowerment, because obviously one of the biggest problems in Spain is unemployment, right? So that's why I think money is such a sensitive subject here, because people are struggling at the end of the day. There's like a lot, what do you say? It's like the
Mileurista.
Milorista. There's lots of miloristas, people that only earn like 1,000 a month, and that's like a very common thing in Spain, right?
Yes.
So it's something that I, from my networking events, I'm trying to inspire people to take life into their own hands and to show that it's possible to look. I quit my job about 4 months ago. Yeah. My full-time job, earning a decent salary, especially for a decent salary in Spain, to make a go at this. And now I'm earning like a fraction of the percentage.
Congratulations.
I'm earning like a fraction of the percentage, but like so much more, I'm so much more fulfilled, you know what I mean? And every day is my own. Today is like it's Wednesday at 12:30 and we're like sharing a beer and talking about this. So for me, it's really inspiring.
Everything you do is for you.
Yeah.
And that's great.
Yeah.
So never have I ever.
Yes.
So it's only 5 questions, but never have I ever been afraid of pronouncing something wrong in another language in front of many people or in social media.
Am I supposed to drink?
Yeah. So if you
I'm like, what the hell?
Okay.
You didn't explain the rules.
First of all, you never played that.
I have, but I mean, I didn't. You just want me to drink or not drink, and that's it.
So if you felt afraid of it, you have to drink. If you didn't,
yeah.
Okay. So should I say it again?
Yeah, say it.
Never have I ever been afraid of pronouncing something wrong in another language, for sure.
Mm-hmm.
In social media or in public. No social. Well, yeah, today. I think, yeah.
Yes, I have been afraid, basically.
You have?
Yeah.
Okay.
I think it's natural.
Me too. I think everyone.
Yeah.
So don't be afraid. It's okay to laugh about yourself, I think.
I've made videos in Spanish and people have commented, you should speak better after being here for 6 years. And I'm like, you know what? I probably should speak better.
I think you have, well, I didn't speak a lot with you in Spanish, but when I first saw you, you were talking to me in Spanish. And I think you have a good Spanish.
I'm good. For the first 20 minutes, I'm good. Then my mind goes, shuts down and I'm just...
I understand. I've been living overseas and I had the same feeling.
Yeah.
When you have like when you're tired or something and you're like...
Yeah. I used to do videos in Spanish and maybe I'll do more in the future, but I'm not as, I'm not as charismatic and I can't get my point. I'm not as eloquent. Not saying that I'm particularly eloquent in English either, but like at least I obviously it's, as you know, my vocabulary is much better in English. It's normal. So
I think that's normal.
For business, I like to do English, but yeah, I should speak more in Spanish. Even like, I mean, for social media, I should do more Spanish.
Yeah. Okay. So he's going to do a Spanish video soon. Okay. Never have I ever had to deal with bureaucracy in Spain, and I've survived.
Right, so I drink if I have survived?
Yeah.
Okay, yeah. So I survived.
Yes. Never have I ever pretended that I didn't understand something in my benefit.
I don't think I've ever done that.
No.
I usually just
used to do that all the time.
Oh, really?
Yes.
I usually just don't understand for real. Why would you do that?
So many moments, like people, I don't know, like police stopping me driving. I used to do that all the time.
Okay.
I don't know, so many.
Okay, fair enough. Yeah, no, I guess it's because I'm an English speaker. We actually, I don't know, we don't have that. I guess you guys know that if you only speak, you can always rely on going back to Spanish because not as many people speak Spanish, although it's still a very spoken language. But for English, you don't feel like you can hide within the English language because it's like if I just
maybe they know how to.
They probably know how to speak English. So yeah, it's an interesting observation.
Yes. Yeah, that's also, that's
you
true.
can't hide with English. Everyone knows what you're talking about.
Okay, this is I know the answer for sure.
Yeah.
Never have I ever been asked to roll an R.
Roll an R?
Yeah.
Yeah, I've been asked many times.
Probably almost every day, no?
I can do it. So it's, well, let me say, my favorite cafe in Spain, for example, in Madrid, is called El Perro de Pavlov. Not bad, right?
Not
El Perro de Pavlov. Perro. There you go.
Perro. Yeah. Very good. Very good. Okay. So I think that's it.
Perfect.
Thank you so much.
Thank you.
I have a present for you.
Oh. Okay.
It's,
I got excited.
I don't know what it is, but it's a box of beers.
Oh, really? Thank you so much. Oh my God. That's amazing. Thank you. Thank you.